Your progress feels stuck. Your muscles look like they've agreed to stay the same size no matter what you do. You're training, eating, even downing those mystery-colored shakes. Yet your gains seem flatter than yesterday's protein pancakes. Let's change that. Because today we're sorting through the supplements that actually help you grow, cutting through the hype and showing what's worth your effort and what's just flavored dust. After more than a decade of training, tracking every meal, and experimenting like a lab rat for muscle science, I can tell you this one truth: supplements help, but only when you've already laid the foundation. They're not shortcuts, they're finishing touches. You don't build a house with paint, you use it after the structure is finished. In this video, we'll go through the top 5 supplements proven to back up your performance, boost strength, and support muscle growth the right way. I'll show you which ones actually deliver, and which science has quietly buried in the graveyard of gym myths. And no, if you've been frustrated thinking you're doing something wrong, relax. You probably just needed a clearer roadmap. Let's start there. Let's kill the oldest fitness myth still floating around gym locker rooms. Supplements build muscle. They don't. Training and smart nutrition build muscle. Supplements simply make that process more efficient. Think of them like the crew working behind the scenes while you're the one on stage. They fine-tune performance, speed up recovery, and remove the friction that slows your progress. So if you've ever felt like your progress stalled and thought the right powder would fix it, that's like blaming the tires when you haven't stepped on the gas. The Big 5. There are 5 heavy hitters with real science and real-world results. None of them are magic potions, but together, they can make your hard work pay off faster and more consistently. Step 1. Whey protein. The building block. If muscle were a skyscraper, protein would be the steel frame holding it together. Whey protein, derived from milk, accounts for about 20% of milk's total protein, with casein making up the other 80%. They both support growth, but they work differently. Whey kicks in quickly, ideal after training when your muscles are craving nutrients. Casein acts slower, feeding your body through the quieter hours of the day or while you sleep. The sweet spot? Combine the two. Whey gets repair started, casein keeps it running. That simple pairing gives you around-the-clock recovery. Research from leading sports scientists like Lane Norton and Stu Phillips consistently shows that most lifters thrive around 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. This corresponds to approximately 1.5 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Whey isn't replacing real food. It's bridging the gaps your diet can't fill easily. And no, it doesn't wreck your kidneys or leach calcium from your bones. In fact, when paired with enough vitamin D and calcium, protein-rich diets strengthen bones. Missing your protein goal is like trying to build your dream home with half the materials. Don't expect miracles. Step 2, caffeine, the legal power surge. Caffeine might be mankind's favorite performance enhancer, and for good reason. It jolts your nervous system, sharpens focus, boosts output, and sometimes makes you forget how tired you are. At least long enough to finish that last brutal set. In one striking study with competitive rugby players, those who took about 4 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, approximately 1.8 milligrams per pound of body weight, performed just as well despite being sleep deprived. That means caffeine literally erased fatigue-induced performance loss. Even when well-rested, athletes saw higher strength levels, more endurance, and sharper reactions. Beyond that short-term energy burst, caffeine increases calorie burn slightly, roughly 100 extra calories for every 600 milligrams consumed. It can also lift testosterone just a bit, giving another edge in the gym. There's a catch though: tolerance. Over time, your body stops reacting with the same punch. The fix? Take small breaks. A few caffeine-free days every few weeks. It resets sensitivity so your pre-workout magic stays potent. But stay under 1 gram a day. Going beyond that turns caffeine from superpower to chaos. Nobody wants to vibrate through their sets. But what's the reason your daily coffee loses its power as a kickstarter? It might be time for a caffeine reset. Here's why. Caffeine blocks adenosine, a chemical that makes you feel tired. Drink it every day, and your brain makes more adenosine receptors. That means your coffee loses its kick. Take 7 to 14 days off, and your receptors reset. After that, even a small cup hits just right. Alert, focused, energized. So if your coffee has lost its magic, try a caffeine reset and feel the full power of the black juice of life again. Step 3. Citrulline Malate, the pump engine. Let's talk about the pump. That swollen, tight feeling that makes you look twice your normal size mid-workout. Citrulline malate is what fuels that. It boosts nitric oxide levels in your blood, dilating vessels and sending more oxygen and nutrients where you need them, your muscles. Funny enough, citrulline elevates arginine levels in your blood more effectively than straight arginine supplements, and without the unpleasant digestive side effects arginine sometimes causes. Why does citrulline elevate arginine levels? Because it turns into arginine in your body, boosting nitric oxide and giving your muscles a serious pump. A 2010 study tested citrulline malate during 8 sets of bench press. Athletes performed more reps, felt less fatigue, and reported reduced soreness up to 2 days later. Those results weren't fleeting. The longer the session went, the bigger the benefit. Aim for around 4 to 10 grams about an hour before training for best results. It's safe, simple, and it works. The outcome? A fuller, denser look that makes even your warm-up sets feel heroic. It's basically the fitness world's version of an instant upgrade. Natural, visible, and earned. Citrulline is like turning on high-definition mode for your muscles. Step 4. Multivitamins. The internal insurance. Even the most disciplined athletes fall short on micronutrients when calorie restriction, dairy avoidance, or limited variety creep in. Even a clean diet can miss key elements like vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, or zinc, all crucial for hormone function, recovery, and bone health. Studies on competitive lifters and endurance athletes show clear patterns. Consistent micronutrient deficiencies despite excellent diets. Why? Because heavy training burns through those reserves faster than most people realize. A high-quality multivitamin won't give you gym energy in the way caffeine will, but it quietly keeps every system inside you running like well-oiled machinery. Without enough of these smaller nutrients, recovery slows, immune function dips, and progress stalls without you ever realizing why. Nutrition should always come first. That's your baseline. But a well-designed multi acts like the seatbelt you forget about until you need it. It doesn't scream for attention, but it prevents chaos when things go wrong. Think of it as internal armor, protecting the foundation you've built on the outside. Step 5. Creatine, the strength king. If one supplement deserves the crown, this is it. Creatine has earned more scientific backing than almost any other sports supplement on the planet. It's naturally produced in your body and found in meat and fish, but most diets don't provide enough to maximize muscle stores. Here's what it does. Creatine turns into creatine phosphate, CRP, in your muscles, which then helps regenerate ATP, your primary energy molecule for short, explosive efforts. That means heavier lifts, extra reps, faster sprints, and better recovery between sets. Over hundreds of studies, creatine consistently increases strength, lean mass, and performance. And that fuller muscle look it gives you? That's intracellular water, not puffiness. Actual hydration inside the muscle, making it appear dense and powerful. Non-responders do exist, usually people who already eat a lot of red meat or older adults with lower muscle saturation. But for most people, 3 to 5 grams per day steadily builds up your creatine reserves over a few weeks with no need to load or cycle. Decades of data confirm it's safe when used as recommended, even long-term. Creatine supplementation can be potentially harmful if there are pre-existing kidney issues. Otherwise, it's well tolerated and does not cause kidney damage or the common myths about water retention. Creatine doesn't hand you gains. It gives you the strength to create them. Sorting through supplements can feel like deciphering ancient scrolls. Wild claims, endless blends, conflicting reviews. That's where using a smart, standardized approach makes sense. A good system removes confusion, helps you track intake, and ensures every supplement fits exactly where it's supposed to. Complementary, not compensating for poor basics. Keep your routine clean and consistent. Ultimately, it's about clarity, taking friction out of the process, so every choice you make adds value instead of noise. Here's the simple truth: supplements don't build results. They amplify them. They take the hard work you're already putting in and help refine the output. So start small. Tonight, take a look at your foundation, your sleep, your nutrition, your training. Once those are dialed in, add 1 or 2 of these supplements to support the process. The one big takeaway? Think of progress like tuning an engine. You've already built the machine. Supplements help it run smoother, faster, stronger. What about you? What's the one supplement that's made the biggest difference in your routine? Drop your thought below. Your experience might help someone level up their own. And remember, change doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly, rep by rep, habit by habit. Keep moving forward. You can become the version you were chasing all along. Thanks for watching.